Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders on the Black Plague difficulty for the PC, played through GZDoom. We are also doing all levels with a 1 start, and this is episode 5, mission 4, Courtyard. Let's begin. So you may have noticed, this level is named Courtyard. You might have been to levels named Courtyard before, or in Plutonia's case, a level named Courtyard. Yeah, step in here, you'll trigger all these golems, nitro golems, which is something you want to do because you'll get some infighting going on. You want to deal with the nitro golems if they get into this area. Just let them infight and pick off anyone who tries to come in here. Just be mindful of your wand count. Rather your ammo count, and try not to get hit too much by the nitro golems. There are some crystal vials here if you do get hit. You want to deal with them in particular, and like I said, try to motivate them to get into infights. And if you lose all your ammo, you could probably try to pick up some more, which are here. Now going up these stairways, this one on the right has the gauntlets of the necromancer, and this one on the left has a bag of holding. Both very useful things, but you want to open this door because that one has the blue door, which we can't go to yet. Now when you open this door on the left, you'll notice undead warriors and golems in this next area. You can get them to infight, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to use the wand on the undead warriors. And soften them up after that infight. You could probably also try to use the, gauntlets of the necromancer, but that undead warrior just hit me for a lot of damage because he threw a red axe. Yeah, there are quartz flasks here, though. You can use that, and crystal vials if you lose any more health. Both good things. You'll have to be really careful when you want to walk into this area with the trident in it, because it's very picky. You might want to turn on walking if you're using an always run kind of thing. There's an energy orb here, and there are some fire gargoyles here in these little hidey holes behind these doors. We can pick up the ethereal arrows thing from here. We don't have the bow yet because we're doing a 1 start, but we'll get it very shortly. Yeah, this one on the right is how you ascend up to here. Watch out for the gargoyles. You can use the gauntlets of the necromancer on them, in fact. This one right here in the middle was guarding the crossbow. Now stepping here does nothing, but falling down here, I believe, opens this area up with the shadow spear. But when you open it up, or rather step in it, these areas with the nitro golems will open up. And from this angle, the one on the left had the some ammo, like ethereal bolts and stuff like that. Now that you have the shadow spear, you can probably use it for this next section here because there are several undead warriors here, and it'll be a lot easier to deal with them with this thing on. So do that. There are some in this cage here, one of which really doesn't want to die, but that's okay. We can press this button here, or press this part of the walkway to reveal a lift and go up it. Now when we step into this area, that's a different shade than the other part, which was the part that was part of the lift. This area will raise up and we can run to it. And some areas might raise up too, on the other side I believe. Including this part, which has the dragon claw. Now when we get the dragon claw, this part will lower. But when we step into this area, we'll be let into the hurdy water, and some disciples of the sparrow will reveal themselves from a trap. But we do have the yellow key, so we can open this up, this yellow pillar. It's not a door. We can bait the disciples of the sparrow into here, but we can also deal with this area, which has a lot of gargoyles which revealed themselves. And when we go into the area, more gargoyles will reveal themselves. But there's a quartz flask here in case you need some more health. And golem was here too. How about that? Now we didn't take the portal. We could probably do that later. but I believe it leads you back up to where you were before. Yeah, it looks like that disciple followed me into this room. So it's good I could deal with him in there. But yeah, taking this will send you back to the room you were in before on the red area. Watch out, because these areas open up with 2 disciples of the Sparrow on both sides. I believe stepping into 1 will open this area up with the undead warrior, ghostly undead warrior, who's guarding a mystic urn, which will be very useful, and so will this quartz flask, provided you lose health, which you may or may not, depending on how good you can dodge these things. And I wasn't able to dodge it, so I'm going to use that quartz flask right now. But what you can also do is go back up here, take the portal again, because the places where the disciples came from count as secrets, and they have some goodies in them, including more quartz flasks, claw orb, and inferno orb. This one just has the ethereal set of arrows, so you can probably pick those up and pick up whatever things you missed in that area. And you can probably go back here. It sends you back here to this place with the red floor, and drop back down here. And finally, I'm gonna go to the yellow door, but actually I'm not gonna do that yet, because I have one more place that I have to show you. Deal with these ghostly nitro golems and open this place up, which was behind the spawn. Why didn't I do it earlier? Because if I did go up here, it would lead to the place with the undead warriors. But it's a secret, and it has bag of holding and a morphobum. If you're feeling ballsy, or if you're doing a continuous playthrough, you could probably get through to here easier. But I chose to do it later because I didn't want to deal with the undead warriors with the elven wands. Anyways, going into here, you'll probably have some time bombs of the ancients. You can use them on these golems. They're all regular golems, so don't be afraid to use them. Get some good multi kills out of it. You might notice the hell staff up there, but we're not going to get it just yet. Instead, we're going to kill these gargoyles. Just whittle them all down. And also press this button here, because it'll lower this wall here, which is kind of confusing, but yeah, you can see the golems walking out of it, and it's a secret area too. So when you walk into the secret area, you'll notice that these like holes in here opened up with more gargoyles, fire gargoyles in fact. So we can deal with them. And now that we dealt with them, we can go through these portals. They'll take you to all of these like holes here, so just watch out for the one with the only one that doesn't have the Sparrow logo on it, because that's the one you can go through. In fact, both of these there are 2 of these that have the Sparrow logo on them, but this one right here is the one with the portals. So just take them all and do this 4 times, and you'll have all the things in the like hidey holes. Most of them are like flame orbs and whatnot. I'm gonna grab this claw orb here, because when I step up here to grab the hell staff, this opens up. Yeah, but I'm not gonna use the hell staff. You might have heard the Molotov, so I'm gonna do the classic strat of the tome gauntlets. So I got a new mouse today. It's working a lot better than the wireless one. Might as well use this time while I'm killing the Molotov to tell you about things. I had chili dogs today too. They were delicious. Had some fries with them and an Oreo milkshake. I recommend you try some chili dogs once in a while if you want to feel like Sonic the Hedgehog and eat all of them all the time. But yeah, now we're done with the Molotov, we can go into this area. And now that we have the hell staff, it'll make this area a little bit more easier to like deal with. Because we can just spam these undead warriors up here with it. Or we could use a Dragon Claw. Now, pressing this button will lower the green key, but when you get the green key, this other area with more undead warriors will up here. So watch out for that, and watch out for the undead warriors behind and in front of you. You can probably hide in one of these like corners here to deal with them both. But just watch out for the red axes. They will give you pain. And if you took any damage, use one of those quartz flasks up, or more. Maybe the Mystic Urn if you use those all up. Now you can go where the on the warriors were. You can press this button, but first I'm going to grab all the goodies, provided I need any. Which I guess I don't, so I'll just leave this area for now. Yeah, pressing this button up here on the left side when you enter the room lowers this place, which was blocking the door. So now we can finally get out. We have the green key, which we got from the lowered area, and open up this green pillar thingamajig. And this leads to the platform where the nitro golems were, the ghostly ones, I believe. There's also a phoenix rod here, but when you get it, this area with the disciples will open up. Yeah, so you can probably just get out a dodge there. We'll have to go up there for one more thing, but I'll deal with these guys first. Using our quartz flask because I got hit by that disciple hit. And I guess I'm out of Dragonclaw ammo, so I'm just going to fly up and spam the Hellstaff. You could probably use the Phoenix Rod, but beware. They're ghostly sometimes, so it might go through them very rarely. But yeah, when you step into one of these holes, this area will open up with this Iron Lich, so you can use the Phoenix Rod to deal with it quickly. As long as you don't take splash damage from it. Pressing this will lower two things. The thing with the blue key, and this area with the two Disciples of the Sparrow. Now take advantage of whatever weaponry you decide is most practical. I'm going to use the Hell Staff because I like to spam, spam, spam. And as a reward you get a Quartz Flask and Greater Runes, which you probably need early or later since I'm mostly full. But now you have the blue key, you can open up the blue door. But first, there's one more secret which I forgot to get. Well, it's not a real secret, but it's kind of a secret. When you get the Hell Staff, you can press this area up and go to this area where the Molotov was to get a Ring of Invincibility. So I'm going to use the Chaos Device to get back there quickly. And now that's done with, I'm going to turn on the Ring of Invincibility because this area is full of ghost golems. And I'm going to turn on the Tome of Power, which is over here by this fountain, and use it on the Hellstaff to get some rain in this courtyard. It's windy, by the way, so watch out for the wind. It'll push you around the map. Another thing you can do is use the Dragonclaw tomed up. And when you're out of invincibility, you can just hide here and peek and try to bait these golems into it. One thing you can get is the enchanted shield. There are some mace spheres here. I forget if the fire mace is in this map, but if it isn't, I'll let you know in the description. I don't think it is, though. Or rather, if it is, I will let you know. If it isn't, I won't list anything. But yeah, there are Disciples of the Sparrow in here. I just used the Phoenix Rod to clear them out. Use splash damage to get rid of all of them. It's a physical weapon, so it might go through some of them, but sometimes it won't because they flicker between being ghostly and non-ghostly. And they do so very rapidly, so you never know if they're going to be ghostly or not. You just need to time it. Yeah, pressing this button on the right side when you enter lowers this area here. It has another Disciple of the Sparrow, and I wasn't able to get the best out of the chickening, so I'm going to turn this last one into a chicken. Yeah, fun stuff. But as you can see, there's another button here, which just opens up this wall here. So just do a run over here, and you are done with the courtyard. Okay, yeah, that level was much more enjoyable than the Skein of the Sparrow. In fact, the rest of this episode is much more enjoyable than that. Pretty much all the other maps are more enjoyable than the E5M9. It's like my least favorite map in all of Heretic, to be real. I can't get over that friggin' maze, but we are done with Courtyard. We've been done with the Skein of this barrel. And now, we're going to go to the next level, which is Heretic. What does that word even mean? I can't tell you. But we'll get to it in the next video, and until then, toodaloo.